What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Ark Survival Evolved, and welcome back to Ragnarok. So guys, we got a pretty busy day here, so we're just going to jump straight into it. First thing I want to do is breed up the Equises that we got in the last episode. If you guys recall, we ended up getting a total of 3 of them, 1 male, 2 females, and I think heading back to the island with a fully imprinted Equus is going to be absolutely awesome. So I definitely want to go ahead and get that started straight away. Now, with the 3 that we got in the last episode, throughout the night, I decided to name them their best stats. And this is the first one here. This is the 140 that we ended up taming. This was the first one, 140 female. Ended up having the best in health at 1680, the best stamina at 2744, and the best melee at 349. The other female that we ended up taming, which was the 135, ended up having the best weight at 546. Now, unfortunately, the male does not have any of the best stats. So that's going to make things a little bit interesting when breeding. We're going to go ahead and just get this started straight away here. We're going to head over to behavior, enable mating, behavior, enable mating, and behavior, enable mating. And we're just going to get them started right off the bat here. Do they not breed together? Why do I feel like that you should be breeding with you? Why are you not breeding? Disable. Was that an ARK Survival Evolved thing that they don't breed simultaneously? Huh. That's weird. I wonder when they're done, are they going to start? Huh. Okay. Wow, completely forgot about that with ARK Survival Evolved, I guess. That's kind of interesting. But anyways, we'll kind of let them do their thing. Now, that's, of course, going to take a little bit of time. And as I talked about at the end of the last episode, this spot right here that we're in, and we'll kind of go into a nice little orbit camera here, this spot right here, I think, is a great outpost location. And I want to go ahead and make something here. So first thing we're going to do is go ahead and get rid of this campfire because we don't necessarily need it anymore. Let's go ahead, get rid of you, and let's kind of figure out how we want to set this all up here. So, you have everything on you. Perfect. Okay, so we'll put everything on you anyways. Here's kind of my idea, though. I would love to do a hexagon-shaped base, and the idea is that maybe here would be like a path up to the base, and then this is going to be kind of a small little thing. Again, not going to go anything too crazy here, but I'm kind of interested to see how this goes. So, first thing we're going to do is, looks like Unicorn's got a level, so we'll go ahead and put that into, yeah, we'll go wait. I mean, why not? It's going to be a pack meal for us, so might as well continue that route. We also have a total of 89 points specifically, so let's go ahead and start unlocking a few things here. I think the first thing I want to unlock is both wooden foundations and triangle foundations, especially since we are looking to do a bit of a hexagon shape, and then also I want to go ahead and do the path. The next thing I think I want to unlock is, I think for now we're actually going to hold off on it a little bit here, and funny enough, yeah, you guys aren't breeding. What is going on here? That is really weird, isn't it? Obviously, you're gestating. You guys should breed. What is going on? Behavior, disable. Behavior, enable. That is very strange. Now they're breeding. That's really weird. If you guys know exactly what went on with that, let me... Oh, God, that's right. We're a little far out. Let me know in the comments. I don't feel like I've ever had that experience before, but hey, maybe I'm just completely forgetting breeding in ARK Survival Evolved. But regardless, guys, let's get going here. We got to go get some resources because, again, the first thing I want to do is make the hexagon base, and then I do want to make the little bit of a path. It is going to be a little wonky. It is going to be a little bit interesting, but I think the best way to do this right now, because we're going to need to get a lot of fiber, a lot of thatch, and a lot of wood, is a bit of a montage. So here we go. All right, there we go. We got ourselves another level here. Just coming up to take a look and see kind of where we are with these guys. I don't know if we have any babies yet, if I'm going to be honest, but we'll have a quick look here. All right, so where are you at? Okay, so you're at 9 minutes left of gestation. You're at 3 minutes left. Oh my God, okay. I feel like I was out for a really long time, but apparently not. So let's go ahead and start the base a little bit here. There is another thing that I think I'm going to want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get the fiber, the thatch, and the wood out, and we're going to go ahead and also, we do need to unlock bolas, but that's not what I'm talking about right now. That is the wooden ladder, and I'll show you guys why here in a second. So we're going to go ahead and kind of create something with this kind of being the ramp right here, right? So we're going to go stop all, and basically, I think the first thing we need to do is we need to get all of this stuff out of here, just to give us a better idea of what this little piece of land is looking like, and just to get a better idea of how much we can center this by. Plus, we're going to need fiber anyways, so might as well just clear this all off. There's actually a lot more plants here than I thought, which is fine. We're going to need plenty of fiber anyways. And again, we're not going to do a crazy build or anything, but the difference in Ark Survival Evolved, there's many differences, of course, especially when it comes to building. The biggest difference, though, is once you put a structure down, you only have 30 seconds to pick it up. And if it does go after 30 seconds, you actually have to destroy the structure in order to pick it up. And here's the worst part, guys. You only get back half the resources. So you got to be really careful when kind of setting these things to make sure that you're setting them in the exact spot that you want. So, like I said, we got a couple of more little flowers here. Might as well go ahead and take advantage of them since they're going to go ahead and be probably filled up with structures here. So might as well get them now while we can. There we go. Let's also go ahead and put that level in. I think we're going to go ahead and do wait again. I know move. You know what? Actually, we're going to go back. Movement speed. Yeah, let's go movement speed instead right now because I definitely want to get that movement speed up, especially when we go ahead and get back over to the island here. But I'm thinking the first... Let's go ahead and kind of put this on orbit camera just to kind of get... Whoop, wrong way. Just to kind of get an idea. But if we're kind of looking at a path, I'm kind of looking where my character is right now to be the path basically over the water here, right? So, like, there's going to be a bit of a path, and this will kind of be the entrance. So kind of think about it. You're coming over the ridge, entrance right here, which means I want my first structure to be about here. That's a question, by the way. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how that looks. Okay, so let's go back to orbit camera real quick, because again, we only have about 30 seconds. That's actually pretty fucking good. That's actually pretty good. I'm kind of digging that because... but a part of me kind of thinks we should have this a little bit further out. Okay, we've committed. We've committed. Yeah, it might actually be a little further out than I might want, but that's okay. It is what it is. Okay, so here was kind of my idea, and I'm kind of wondering, maybe we do have enough structures to actually pull this even off too. Let's go ahead and unlock the stairs, okay? Because the idea is we're going to go ahead, make a set of stairs along with a ladder. And the idea is that I basically want a set of stairs, but I also want to go ahead and put a platform. Now, see how the platform's kind of in the water? I don't necessarily want that. So here's how we're going to change that a bit here. And again, this is going to be a lot of eyeballing, but if you actually go ahead and use a ladder and get up on the ladder, this will center out your character. Now, obviously, ASA has made it a lot easier to do structures like this and everything, but we're going to go ahead and try to get it right before it connects, which is going to take a little bit of wiggle room. I'm going to go about there because basically now it's going to be exactly where I want it. And basically I can go ahead and put another structure underneath, and then we can also go ahead and put this guy here. And I think it's actually going to look really good. So you know what? We'll actually pick you up because I think this is just going to be a little bit easier to show it off to you guys. Now, of course, I could lower this a little bit more if I want to, but here is now our stairs that we originally set up. And I think it's going to look actually pretty nice here. So we got a little bit of a ramp, and now we got our little walkway. So I think, yeah, I think this is actually going to look pretty cool. I'm actually pretty excited. How high off the water is it? Oh, that's actually pretty good. Okay. I wanted a little height on it, but nothing too crazy. So you know what? I'm actually really happy with that. Now, while we dilly-dallied with that and getting that all centered, I think, yes, we do. We actually have some babies born. Absolutely awesome. Okay, so 223. That's actually a really good sign. That's actually a really good sign. Okay, so it's 2 males. We have 1632, 2744, 518, 349. Okay, so let's have a quick look here. It got all of them. And here's the thing anyways, guys. We kind of needed these in order to breed with this one anyways. So we're going to kind of wait this out anyways. I'm going all over the place right now. Apologies, guys. Breeding, yeah, sometimes breeding gets like a little bit crazy. I just want to make sure we try to stay as organized as possible with this. So let's get a little bit of berries and stuff for these guys. But these guys are good. This is exactly what we were kind of looking for. So I want to make sure I get the little babies. I don't want to get the adults. Babies, you're going to come over here. You're both going to stay there. You know what you guys kind of look like? Oh my god. This just gave me a flashback. 90s kids. Do these zonkies look like the fruit stripe gum guy? You guys remember that? The fruit stripe, oh my god, say that 5 times fast. Fruit stripe gum guy. Yeah, it was like a zebra that had like red and had other colors in it, but I don't know. That's what I think of right away when looking at these guys. So I'm actually pretty thrilled with these. Let's put a little bit of food in them so they don't die, though. But basically, here's the plan. So we're going to go ahead, put some food. We're going to let these kids grow up. Then these kids, depending on what this ends up being, will either breed with this one, or will breed with the... Actually, you know what? There was no point in having these breed. You know what, actually? We can technically have them breed, because if this pumps out a male with the 546 weight, the male can replace this one and breed with this one, and these males can breed with this female. So you know what? We'll wait the minute and 47 seconds, and we'll see what we end up getting here. Oh, crap. These guys already went at it again. Whoops. All right, well, we're going to have some extra babies. Let's disable the mating on that. We will have to still wait the gestation period. It is what it is. Completely sidetracked there, guys. Apologies. We got a minute and 7 left. So, we'll wait this out and see what this one produces for us. All right, moment of truth. We have a... Look at your colors, man. You only ended up at 193, but that's still pretty cool. I love the colors. Oh, my God. It did not get the weight. Okay, so here's what we're going to do with this baby, guys. It's a female anyway, so no big deal. So, I don't want to go ahead and kill it. And the reason is, if I go ahead and kill it, I'm going to get a crazy amount of XP, and I don't necessarily want that, especially when you have a ton of reject babies, honestly. You can get to a point where it's literally just like... Where are you, by the way? Oh, there you are. Okay. You can get to the point where literally it's just... You'll level like crazy because of rejects. So we're going to go ahead. I'm just going to bring it over here. And we're going to set it and forget it. And yeah, we're not going to put any food in its inventory. And we're just going to say... Oh, no, we never got a kid. Okay, moving on. All right, let's continue the build here and kind of figure out how I want to go ahead and do this base. All right, I think we're going to be going into nighttime here, but let's go ahead and try to finish the walkway here. And of course, here's the one thing about building, guys, and one of the reasons why I don't normally build on camera with you guys is because I always think of other ideas while I'm in the middle of building. And then it's like, oh, okay, I just made this whole structure, but what if we did this instead? And kind of looking at the structure here, obviously it's going to be relatively small. What if we expand it out a little bit? So in order to do that, I believe we need to do... If we do... Oh, you know what? It would be a 2-for walkway like that. Nah, that's okay. No, I don't want that. No, no. Pick up. Nope. we're going to start with this structure here. It'll be a little bit spread out, but that's okay. Oh God, how do we do this again? Is it square here? I think it's square here, triangle here then, right? Because it's going to be square, then attach a triangle, square, triangle, square, triangle. Okay, so we need a few more squares. So I already got myself the triangles, but yeah, we need a few more squares. Okay, but at least the path is done, just to kind of give you guys an idea. And yeah, I think this is going to look really good. And kind of what we're going to end up doing with this, guys, is we're going to go ahead and put some railings in, which, by the way, we might as well use the engram points right now to kind of show you what the rest of this is going to look like. So I want to unlock pillars. I also want to unlock the railing. Okay, so the idea is going to be that we're going to basically have a railing here, right? And we're going to have a railing on this side, and it's going to look really, really nice. And then we're also going to put a couple of pillars. So we'll put a pillar maybe here. We'll put a pillar here. Maybe halfway through, we'll put another pillar and another pillar. And then we'll put a pillar right in the front here. And what's going to be really nice about these pillars is we're going to go ahead and put torches on them, just so when it's nighttime like this, we can kind of light up the path and everything, and I think that's going to look really good. On top of that, once this is kind of spread out a little bit more, yeah, this is actually going to be one big hexagon base, and I say big, but I literally mean one foundation out. That's it. That's the furthest we're going with this build. Again, I want to keep it small, want to keep it as just an outpost, but yeah. So that's kind of the plan. That's kind of the idea here. So I think what I'm going to do is... Okay, so the 193 did end up dying. Okay, cool. I know that's really sad to see. I was kind of hoping it wouldn't be while I'm talking, but it is what it is. Such is life in ARK. Okay, so we got 3 minutes and change there. You guys are gestating already, which is absolutely awesome. We got 12 minutes here. So really, when you're born, unless you're a... No, there's nothing that you can be that we would actually want to keep. So you're going to be a goner. You're going to potentially be a keep, I guess. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep breeding you guys, because what we're looking for is we're looking for a male with the 546. And then once these guys are grown up, which they're already 25%. Not bad. Not great either. They're already 25% of the way. So once these guys are grown up, they'll go ahead and breed with this one. If you guys don't really know breeding here in ARK, and I know, apologies guys if some of you do know the breeding process and kind of how this works, but for those of you that don't, let me kind of do a quick little explanation here. So basically the goal is, we're looking for one of the males to basically have all of those stats, and that stat onto a male and a female, and we're hoping that they are going to be the same exact level. Just makes it easier if we want to do mutations in the future, but for this portion of the video, again, I'm just keeping it really, really basic here. Basically, we want all the best stats that we have on a male and a female. I call them the perfect male, perfect female. We then go ahead and breed those, and that baby, whether it's a male or a female, will be the one that we're using, and that is the one that we're going to fully imprint. The reason why I do like going ahead and having the male and the perfect female at the same level is because I want to make sure that if we do mutations in the future, it's a lot easier to kind of figure out and everything like that. During this process, if we do end up getting ourselves a mutation before the perfect male, before the perfect female, it does not make a difference what it is. There will be exceptions to the rule, but I doubt it's going to end up happening, so no need to talk about it. We'll most likely be chucking those too. But I think, guys, what I'm going to do is, firstly, I'm actually going to make myself a torch if I can, because we are currently freezing. Let's go ahead and make a torch. Hopefully that's good to be just enough for our character. We do have fur boots, so I do feel like we should be okay. Just okay? We're just okay. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go on a bit of a montage again. You know what, actually? No. We're not going to do a montage. We already kind of did a montage here. I'm just going to bring you guys back in the morning, basically, and I'll show you kind of the update of where we've been. Because here on ARK Survival Evolved, recording at night is a bit of a pain. It just gets really, really dark. And unfortunately, I cannot use a hatchet or anything while holding the torch either. I believe that's an ASA thing. If you guys do know of a way that I can use the torch while also going ahead and using a tool, let me know, but I believe that's a bit of an ASA upgrade. So regardless, guys, I'll see you in the morning, and I'll let you know kind of what progress we ended up making. Wait, did I get that right? Oh my god. Nice. Okay, so this is actually coming together a little bit. I do I like this. I really, really dig this right now. Now, the first thing I do want to do is I want to head over to each of the foundations and switch them from default to block. And that is basically just going to kind of create the pattern that we already have going here. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's do that. And let's do that. And yeah, no, I'm digging this so far. Oh, this is going to look so nice. Okay, cool. So the next thing we need to do is, throughout the night, guys, that is pretty much everything I was able to get done. But we did get ourselves a level, so we're going to go ahead and put that into movement speed, and we are now at level 22. Now, some of you might be asking, well, why are you struggling for wood and stuff when we have a tree there? We have a tree there. We have a ton of trees behind base. There's even a tree there. There's a couple of trees right down the way here. So I am a PvE player through and through, guys. I want my environment around my base to look really nice, so I'm going to avoid pretty much everything in our area. I think this area looks really, really cool, like with the metal rocks, with the regular rocks, with the trees in the area. We don't really have too many trees, but at the same time, it's just enough. And I think scenically, it looks really, really nice here. So, of course, yes, guys, I am causing my own suffering by going ahead and having to pick up sticks, basically, in order to get the wood that we need, because I don't know if Miracle can honestly handle heading over towards the redwoods to get all the wood there, because yeah, that would be the best way to do this, right? Literally just go ahead, literally take Miracle over to the redwoods, just get a crap ton of wood, and then we're good to go. But I don't want to let Miracle die. I really don't. I'm trying to avoid Miracle's death, but if we go over there, there's a very good chance that happens. So I will continue my suffering here a bit by just going basically down here to collect my wood and whatever. It is what it is. No big deal. I know this base would be a lot quicker if I didn't do the PvE aspect, but, you know, everybody plays the game the way that they want to. Let's put it that way. So that being said, let me go ahead and try to get a few more resources. I think the next part of the base build that we're going to do is the walkway specifically. I want to go ahead and I want to get all of the railings done. I want to get the, I also need to actually, you know what, because we're in Ark Survival Evolved, not Ascended, I'm going to need to also unlock the wooden fence foundation, aren't I? Because the pillars won't actually snap. Okay, so we do need fence foundations too. So we're going to have to make a couple of those. That shouldn't take too long, and then from there, it's pretty much just building up the base. And this one's going to be a little bit tricky to build, in my opinion, only because I honestly can't remember how to build hexagon roofs in Ark Survival Evolved. So, yeah, we're going to have a bit of a learning curve, and we're going to learn together, guys. So, that being said, let me go on another resource grind. I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, before we get through the next round of building, let's kind of see what we're looking at here. So, you have about 3 minutes. You're obviously all good to go. You're good to go. What are you guys at right now? You're getting pretty big. 68%. Oh my god, this takes actually a really long time. Anyways, all right, we got about 3 minutes to kill then here. I think I have just enough stuff in order to finish the path. But yeah, we'll see kind of how that turns out right now. So first thing I want to do, guys, is I want to come over here and I want to go ahead and apparently switch resources because I got the wrong thing here. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's grab you, and you. And I'm actually kind of realizing I might have to remake the ladder. I think actually we might not need to. Okay, so I'm going to want to put some pillars here, right? Like right where the door is going to be. So we're going to go ahead and kind of line that up. Do I want to do this now or do I want to wait till walls? I think I want to wait till there's walls actually to do that. So we're going to skip that one for now. We're going to come on down here at the end. And, ooh, see how that sticks out of the ground? I don't know if that's going to be okay. I mean, I could put it here. How would it look here instead? Let's see. Oh, that's actually nice. Actually, that's nice. I like that. Okay. Now, we have 1 foundation, 2 foundation, 3 foundation, 4 foundations. So, unless we decide, maybe we decide to put pillars here instead? Yeah. No. 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 I don't like that idea. No. Let's pick you up if we can real quick. Fence foundation. Pick you up. Perfect. I do want to put one in here, but I feel like I need to demolish you in order to put it in. I'm going to demolish you. There is a chance I'm doing this wrong, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and see if I can... No. Okay, so it can't. Okay. Where is that? Did that go underneath? If it did... Ooh, actually. That's kind of what I was looking for. Okay. All right. You know what? Maybe not. Oh, except we're going to lose the foundation. You know what? And pick you up. You know what? We can always go ahead and redo that if need be, but for right now, it's okay. It is what it is. All right, we're going to have to make another set of stairs. You know what? We'll do that here in a little bit. That's okay. So for right now, yeah, we're going to put 2 torches here. I don't know if I want to put pillars halfway or not. Let's kind of see what that looks like. That would be halfway. Because we got 1 foundation, 2 foundation, 1 foundation, 2 foundation. Yeah. So that would be halfway. It's not bad. I think kind of what I want to do first, actually, is put in the railings. Let's put in the railings first. Then we'll see where we feel like, yeah, we're going to need to put them in. Now, do we need them here? No, I don't like them here. So we'll get rid of that. I don't think we need another set of railings. Another set of pillars, I mean, in the middle here. I think if we just put them at the end, we'll be okay. All right, well, we got the stairs made. We need... Potentially, we're going to need more railings. So let's make 2 more. And then we can make another pillar. Might as well do that. Okay, we can move. Perfect. Okay. So, yeah, I think our entrance is going to be done here. We're definitely going to go ahead and put these stairs back in. Now, we can have stairs go like that. Or we can just have the stairs go... Come on. There. Which is kind of interesting, because it's going to cut into the house then. No, you know what? No to this. No to that. And I think we will go ahead and put the pillars here on the corners. Along with here. Yeah, but the first thing I want to do is I think I want to start getting the walls up first. Then we'll go ahead and put the pillars. But slowly but surely, guys, it's coming along. It's definitely coming along here. And apologies for all the indecisions and stuff like that. It's kind of one of those things that I don't know how you guys are with building. I got to do it step by step. I can't just go ahead, put up a big house and everything. No problem. There's going to be little steps along the way where I'm going to go, you know what? Let's backtrack. Let's do this instead. And then we kind of progress from there. So, anywho... Let's have a look at you. 193. Yeah, no. I mean, it doesn't necessarily make a difference. Yeah, 525. Wait, we're looking for 546, so it doesn't make a difference. All right, you're going to come back with me, and then we're going to go on a bit of a resource hunt. I think this time, though, maybe I'll try to go to the Redwoods, or at least over that way, and see how that works. I don't know. All right, well, we got to be careful around base now. Shoot, we got some... Oh, a max level aloe. Oh, no. I mean, our base is right there, and they're there, so... Yeah, definitely got to be a little bit careful. And the problem is, if a galley actually aggroes them... Oof, that could end up being really bad for our base. Might have to take some time and lure them, but I think I just want to go ahead and get the base done first. Then we can kind of figure out this bit of an aloe problem that we have. All right, here we are, back at base here. Looks like the 2 males are ready to go. Let's have a quick look and see what's going on here. So you're a 196, and you are a male. You don't have the weight. What is going on? Like, why can't I get the weight? Oh my God. Anyways. I think for right now, okay, you're ready to mate in 40 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and switch you guys. You're already disabled mating. That's fine. So we're going to move you over here. All right. And we do have 2 males here. So it doesn't really make this process a little bit easier, but we're going to go ahead and have you and you breed with the hopes that we end up getting ourselves a perfect male and a perfect female. We'll have to see here. I got to get the unicorn out of here. Plus, on top of that, too, guys, we do have to be careful because these aloes seem to be moving a little slightly in this direction. And I think with any of the babies that we don't actually want, I think instead of bringing them this way, I'm going to bring them a little bit closer this direction just to try to avoid them specifically. Now, I think that baby that was just... Oh, no, he's right here. Okay. We're going to take you over here, little guy. And we will never see you again. We'll put you right under this tree. We'll give you a nice little place to go. No, not Miracle. I don't want you. I want the baby. Oh, man. That's okay. We did end up getting a level while going ahead and getting a few more resources here. So we're going to go ahead and put that into movement speed again. That is going to put us up to level 23. And that puts us up to 110 movement speed. Not too bad there. Okay, we're going to stop all. Let's get you back around here. I know it's getting a little bit dark, but I did go ahead and get a decent amount of resources just because I think this is everything we're going to need for the rest of the build. But again, doing a hexagon base, I'm going to be honest, I'm not entirely sure if I have things right or not. We'll have to see what happens. But let's also get you out of the way here. I guess we'll kind of just put you over here. And then... yeah, that's all we can do actually right now because these 2 are going to be breeding. This one has all 3 of the female stats, which are 1680 in health, 2744 in stam, and 349 melee. Oh my God, I never got the health. That's 1632 health. No. No. It only had 2 of the stats. Okay, that's actually not that bad. Okay, that's fine. It's not great, but that's okay. So, we're going to let these guys breed. And we're going to let these guys breed. All right, so they're going to breed. They're going to breed. Okay. Wow. I don't know why I didn't notice that mistake. My bad, guys. All right, we are currently freezing here. Let's get back over to Miracle so we can hopefully get our torch, and hopefully that's going to be just enough for us. Yeah, it does get pretty cold here in the Highlands, so we definitely got to keep that in mind. Yes, we are. We are snowflaked. Absolutely awesome. Okay, so... the way that I kind of want to set up the rest of this base here, let's kind of get an idea. We have the path pretty much ready to go, so now we're going to focus on the actual building. We're going to first start with the first floor. Let's go ahead and grab you, and you for now. Just so we can go ahead and put that in. We don't have you following us anymore. Perfect. Okay. Let's go ahead and put the door in first. Come on. Thank you. No, I don't want that snap point. I want the... taller snap point. There we go. Okay. We're going to put you here. And I think we're just going to line this up with windows because, to be honest, I'm totally okay with that. I know it's kind of silly. I know sometimes you go ahead and put in a couple of normal walls. Okay, so I need 1 more window, and then I need 2 of the normals. But I think I actually ended up making a decent amount of normal walls because I wasn't sure what I was going to want to use. So I made none. Ah, okay. Well, that changes things a bit. Okay. get a little bit of food first. Perfect. All right, wow. Yeah, I actually made all this stuff and did not make a couple of things I was supposed to. Jeez. Anyways, all right. Can I make 2? I can only make 1. All right. That kind of stinks. Damn it. Okay. All right. If I can make the 2 walls at least, I think from there we can get the rest of the base put together. So you know what? Let's quickly come down here. Let's grab a couple of sticks off the ground. And we'll see if we can get that done here. So, because I haven't been over here in a bit, I was going to say, these should have respawned. Okay. Miracle, you're just going to follow me. It's going to be a little bit dark, guys. Apologies. There we go. That's 1. There should be another... There it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll break both of these over here, and that should give us... Oh, there's only 1. Okay, I thought there was 2. There we go. There's no more? I mean, we have enough, but still. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Let's make 2 of these. Perfect. Yeah, you know, that's the one thing with building. Even on 0.25 XP, guys, I mean, we're leveling pretty quickly here. I mean, we're currently at level 23. Like I said, once we hit level 25, we'll change over to 0.5 XP to kind of make things a little bit quicker, but it also is kind of balanced at the same time, you know. But let's get up here and see. But yeah, obviously, guys, between clips gathering everything, I did have to go ahead and use a couple of engram points. So we are currently down to 28 engram points just to try to unlock everything else that we need to make this base. Or at least hope that we can make this base, because clearly I keep forgetting stuff. So I don't know if we actually have everything here or not. But we'll have a quick look and see. Now, I do have those. Perfect. Okay. Now, normally I would go ahead and put the thatch ceilings out so I can flip these walls to give the piney look on the outside and this look on the inside. But again, it's our first base. I'm not going to go too nuts with this. We could do that a little bit later in the series. For right now, I kind of just want to get a base up and running, and then we're all good. So I completely forgot about the other thing. Oh my God, we needed 1 more wall. Well, I guess for right now, we can go ahead and put our door in. Perfect. Okay. And we are all good to go there. Let's close that. Yeah, that's definitely one thing that I miss in Ark Survival Ascended is automatic doors. Yeah. As a console player here on Ark Survival Evolved, it's kind of interesting because, you know, you don't really think about it until moments like this where you're like, oh my God, the little things like that. Oh my God, I missed that. You know, but, all right, I think I'm going to need these now. We'll see if this works. I'm going to be honest. I don't know why. I'm getting this deja vu. It's not, I guess it's not deja vu. That's not really the right word. I don't think this is going to work. What I'm intending here to do is basically go ahead, put this down. Whoops. No, I want it the other way. There we go. Because what I'm looking to do here is I'm looking to put this roof on. And then what I'm hoping is I can put a ceiling attached to the roof. Ah, I can't. It's got to be on the other side. Oh, no. No. Shoot. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's not... Oh, no. Okay. Why didn't I just go with a square hut? Oh, why do I feel like this plan's going to fall apart? Okay. I don't know. We got this. We got this. We got this, I think. I hope. I don't know. We'll see. Now, can I have... Oh, God. Can I have you attached to the wall? No, you're just going to attach to that piece. I can't have you attach... What? Oh, my God. No. Ugh. All right, so how do I have to do this? do I have to put a ceiling down in order to then get the snap point? No. Huh. Okay, well, that makes things interesting. Shoot. All right. All right, what do I want to get resources-wise? Well, we do need that one wall, so might as well go ahead and do that first. And then I guess we'll go ahead and check up on the Equises. Okay. Here we go, moment of truth. I'm really hoping this works, because if it doesn't... Oh boy, I really just don't know how to build an Ark Survival Evolved anymore. All right, let's have a look. All right, so what my idea is, I want to put a wall in, right? And then from there, because it's a wall, I should be able to attach a ceiling. There we go. Okay, so now I can do this. Cool. Now, I need to... Oh, that's not going to work, is it? Because... Why don't they work? No. Oh my god. Why is this so difficult? Okay. That means I'm going to have to put ceilings all the way around this in order to... No. Right? No. But then what if I want... Isn't there a way... What? No. All right. You know what? I think it's probably better to just go out and get a decent amount of materials again. And just come back when we have a lot of stuff. So we can do a lot of experimenting here. But we might as well wait around here for the next few minutes while these babies are born, just to kind of get an idea of what we're looking at. So what are we looking at gestation time here? Okay, you got 2 minutes and change, so you probably have 2 minutes and change also. Yeah, so that's what we'll do, guys. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to kind of wait around here, and we'll see what these guys end up being. Hopefully we do end up getting either a perfect male or a perfect female out of this, or at least some progress, right? All right, looks like a couple of babies are born here. Let's have a quick look. 216. Okay, so that is looking pretty good. It's got the stamina and the weight. Okay, you know what? That's not the worst thing in the world. But what does this one have? 226. Oh, you might have everything. You do. Okay. So you're a female 226 with the health, not the health. You do not have the health. Wow. Okay, so never mind. This 226 is a bye-bye. Really? Huh. Okay, so you know what? I don't even think you're worth it now, are you? You're a female that has the stamina, the weight. I mean, yeah, it is a good idea to raise you. Okay. All right, well, let's drag you both over here, and then we'll basically let the red one stick around. Do we have any berries on Miracle? We don't. Okay. But yeah, so the 226 is going to go. The 216 is going to stay. Now, when the 216 gets old... Actually, yes, we do need the 216 to live. Okay, cool. All right, so stop all. You specifically follow me. And you follow me. .216, you can hang out right here. One more thing I'm definitely going to want to check before doing any of this. Okay, no mutations. Okay, so it did end up getting the 546 in weight. I'm just looking this over again. I don't want to make the same mistake as before. And it ended up getting 2744 in stam. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. You guys... Yeah, you don't have the health, so it doesn't really make sense to breed you with this one. I need this to be a male. It's a No, I kind of need to get rid of you. Because if you only have the stam, you know what? Let's get that food out of you for a second here. You only have the stam and the weight. I needed you to be a male. Because basically, I needed this to be a male. So then once it fully raises, it would breed with this one. So, I mean, the only other option is, if we let this one raise up, and this next one pumps out as a male with the 1680, the 2744, and the 349, then I guess that could work. No, you know what? We're going to raise you. We're going to raise you. You know what? That's fine. Because here's what's going to happen. This one only has 2 of the stats. We need it to have 3. So I'm going to basically eventually raise it with this one that has the stamina and the melee. Wait a sec. Oh my god, I'm getting myself so confused here. Okay. It's not complicated. Why am I making this harder on myself? Okay, you. You have the stamina and the weight. This is the only one so far, except for the other female, with the weight. Okay. You have the health, the stamina, and the melee. Okay. If you pump out a boy, the boy will breed with that one. That's the only way that one stays alive. Okay. I think we figured it out. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, sometimes you kind of have to, like, really break it down and kind of figure it out. And, of course, that's usually why I end up naming them their stats and stuff, which is why things might be getting a little confusing here. Yeah, unfortunately, you just don't have any good stats. But I love your colors. I really love your colors. So, I really want to get these colors in there. But we'll figure that out later. No big deal. Okay, so now the base. I'm hoping this works, because I went ahead and just made a crap ton of stuff. And if it doesn't work, then I'm really confused on how to actually do this. So, we're going to bring you out. We're going to bring you out. And we're going to bring you out. And we're going to bring you out. Because I would like to do this. I can't bring all those. Basically, what I would like to do is I would like to keep the thatch roof, if I'm going to be honest. If we can't, it is what it is. No big deal. But the idea is that I would like the thatch roof to run all the way around. But if it can't, it can't. It is what it is. So here's what I'm going to try here and see if this works. As we slow-mo run over there. I'm just realizing probably having the ladder is going to be a good idea. Oh my god, now we got to run back. Oh, shoot. We have a level. I know we're not going to go ahead and put it into weight, even though we probably should. I want to get that movement speed up. So we are currently at level 24. We are literally at the cusp of 25. That's how much crap I made here, guys. All right, let's do this baby steps. I want this and this. That's it. Let's go ahead and do this first. So I think what I need to do is we have the ceilings ready to go, right? I think what I need to do is I need to set a ceiling here. And I need to set a ceiling here. Okay. Then I think... And again, guys, this is just thinking. I have no idea if I'm doing this right. We're going to take you guys. I'm going to split you guys in half, too. Just so we can reduce that weight a bit. There we go. I do need to get... shoot, I need a ladder. Okay. You know what? I have a sloped... You know what? The ladder's so much cheaper. We'll just do it that way. It's okay. Come on. Thank you. Okay, so here's my plan. I think... Why are you not giving me the right point? Okay. That's not right, though. Do I want it on the inside or the outside? I can't... Oh, my God. Why am I screwing this up? Okay. Complete the pattern this way. So you go here. You would go here, right? Yes. And you would go... You know what? We're just going to do the one side for now. I don't know if I need to do both. That one's already in. But you know what? I'll put that in anyways. And then you're there. Okay, cool. So... That's a ceiling. That's a sloped. Now, in order to put the sloped in, I'm going to need walls. I'm going to need walls also? I thought this was going to be enough. Shoot. And you know what, too, guys? I really want to do the thatch. I think we're going to have to switch that to wood, too. Just make this a whole wooden base. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. Okay. It is what it is. All right, let's put the rest of these in just to kind of keep everything nice and kind of clean here. Or at least attempt to keep it clean. Okay. You go here. I'm going to have to kind of jump over that. Yep, good. Jump over. It's not too far. Ah, shoot. Yeah, this one. Okay. There we go. Okay, so yeah. I think I'm actually doing this the way it's supposed to be done. I don't know, though. Honestly. I'm at a bit of a loss here with this, if I'm going to be honest. All right. So that means I need to go back and make more... I got to go back and make more friggin' materials. All right, looks like we got a couple more kids ready to go here. Let's have a quick look and see if we got what we needed. Not looking good at 228, honestly, but 1632. Wow, this ended up getting a mutation in weight. All right, so this one's a no-go, the 228. What about you over here? 206, not looking too good. It is a male with 546 in weight and 2744. Okay, so it ended up getting the stamina and the weight on this one. No, I think we're good with breeding these guys anyways for now. I think we're going to disable mating. We're just going to focus on these guys here, but we are on the verge of dying here, so we need to go ahead. Let's get a little bit of resources real quick here. Okay, that's good enough. Get that, please. Okay, I need some stuff from you. Let's see if I can make a campfire. I can. Perfect. Let's hope. Come on, come on, come on. Let's hope this keeps us warm. Enough. Oh my god, just barely. Okay. All right, we're going to pop this in there too. Screw it. Okay, we're going to have both. We need to get our health back. I'm going to have the rest of my food. Do we have any meat at all? All right, so that certainly got our health back up, but I need to see. Is there any meat? Yes, 28 meat. Perfect. Okay. Go, 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 go. let's go ahead, do that, pop you out, put you in, and we are good. Okay, so at least we're cooking some food here. We did end up getting ourselves a level, so we are currently level 25, and we're going to go ahead and put that into movement speed. Let's have a quick look at the engrams too while we're at it, just to kind of see what we've unlocked and everything here. So at level 25, we have access to the pike and the crossbow. We also have access to the artifact pedestal. Cool. We also have access to building in stone. I don't think we're going to do anything with this right now, although it is a bit tempting to go ahead and just literally build everything out of stone. I'm not going to do that as of right now. I'd rather just get this base done, but I definitely want to go ahead and unlock trank arrows. This is definitely going to be pretty big for us here in the future. I don't think we need any more building materials specifically, so I think at this point we can start going a little bit nuts with our points. We do have 40 to spend here. I think getting gunpowder is going to be really good, especially since we did get that long neck that you guys have been telling me at this point. I know recording-wise and hearing this is a little bit different, but you guys have been telling me to go ahead and keep the long neck that we ended up getting over on Genesis 2. So I'm a little ahead in the recordings, guys, as opposed to what's coming out for you guys. So that's why there's a little bit of, possibly a little bit of confusion there. But let's go ahead and also get ourselves the bola. I think that's going to be really important. I do think it's important for us to unlock the... Do we need to unlock the bow? I don't really think we need to. We definitely need to unlock the bed. Yes. And that's going to be 11 points. We are at 13 points left. It's so crazy how engram points just... You never seem to have enough. Hopefully there isn't anything else that we needed to unlock, because I don't know if we could afford it. I mean, we could do the raft or the storage box, but I don't think either of these is necessary right now. Water-wise, not necessary, at least for this setup. Table would be cool, but again, it's not really necessary. And I think that's it. The scissors, again, would be kind of cool, but again, not really necessary. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for this moment. So let's take a look and see. All right, we got 6 food already. Let's see if we're going to actually be frozen here. It does not look like it. Okay, so we can continue to work on the base. Awesome. Okay, first of all, we have you. 228, I don't think you're good, so no. And I don't think you're good. So let's take you out here. You know what I just realized, too? Oh, no, we have no more bodies here. I was going to say, we had the dead bodies here. So we could go ahead and just chop these guys up, but it's fine. It is what it is. All right, come on. 1 and 2. Perfect. Okay. Come on over here, guys. Yeah, I know there might be a lot of questions in the comments about, like, why not kill them and everything. Guys, this ain't my first rodeo. Let me tell you, even at 0.25 XP, if I went ahead and killed all these rejects, we'd already be probably at level 40, just to give you an idea. Killing babies is so overpowered, honestly. So trust me when I say I know what I'm doing with this, at least for this portion. I know what I'm doing. Don't worry. I don't want to over-level too quickly, and that's why we're not killing the babies. Now, if you want to go ahead and over-level, totally fine. I mean, again, you can level like crazy doing that, but I don't think it's necessary, which is why I'm not going to go ahead and do it in this series, at least for right now. Once we get to a point where levels don't necessarily matter, then who the heck cares? But for me personally, guys, and I know everybody has their preference, I love the early game of ARK. It's my favorite part of the game, and I want to do my best to just preserve it as long as possible before we do get into mid and end game. So I'm going to do whatever I can in that sense. But anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and set this all up here. So we're going to go ahead and do the inside walls here. And I'm hoping this finally works. I don't know. I think it is going to work. My only downside is I really don't want these structures here. But I'm really worried if I go ahead and get rid of one of these, it's just going to go ahead. Like, we're just going to have problems. You know what I mean? I need 2 more triangles just to close that up entirely. Let's go ahead and do that. We got 8 of these. We got 12 of these. That's fine. Cool. Okay. And I think that kind of covers... Oop, it does not cover. we also have these guys to put up. Cool. Okay. I think this is going to work with the base, but I don't know. It might not. It honestly might not work. Okay, so there's the first one. Okay, cool. That worked. This one's going to be... Oh, no, we could put this first. We could put the corner one on first, right? Oh, God, this is going to be, like, really tough to get the angle. Okay, you know what? First person's going to be so much easier for this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's what I wanted. And that's what I wanted. Perfect. Okay. You're in the right spots, right? Yes, you are. Okay, cool. All right. Let's attempt the roof now. And I think what we need is... we need a ladder. Just so I can get on the physical roof. I think that's what we need. Okay. So I am going to take this and this out. I think we're good to go there. Gonna take all the structures here so I can go ahead and not make a ladder because we need more wood. Alrighty then. Now I'm gonna run down. Now I'm gonna need all these. I'm gonna need this, and I'm gonna need that, I think? Yeah, I think so. Let's see if I finally figured this out. Oh my god, I was not expecting it to take this long to do just a starter base, let's be honest. I cannot oh god. All right, fine. Oh geez, this is gonna be... No, that's fine. We can do it that way. There we go. Okay. Now, can I put you down in this position? Oh, I can. Perfect. There we go. Okay, we're set. We're fine. Cool. All right, now just kind of just go around and do this. Uh-oh. Come on. I was going to say, you know you want to. Oh my god, it's so tedious building in this game. I completely forgot about this. All right. We already got this side. I think we're good with the triangles. I think it's literally just... these now. Well, we'll do something with the triangles here in a little bit. How many triangles do we have left? We have 6. Perfect. Okay. It's the exact amount that I needed. I planned a little bit of this build. Hopefully it still comes out the way I like. I don't know how I feel about these walls in the middle, but it is what it is. And we'll kind of figure things... Wait, why is there no triangle there? All right, we'll have to go over the inside of the build and see. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so now I think I can just do this, right? And What? Were you guys connected to the wrong thing? Okay. All right, we got this. It's okay. These are all connected. Okay. So it's these guys. You guys are the problems. Okay. So I want you... There we go. There it was. Okay. There we go. And there we go. Perfect. Okay. Now, if we want, we can actually go ahead and do one more of these. And there we go. Now, I think if I did this correctly, I'm hoping, because if not, oh my god. Come on. There we go. Cool. Okay, so we're good with the roof. We're good with this side. We're good with this side. Good with this side. Good. We're good with that side. All right, let's jump down. Okay, so if we did this right, and this is a massive if, because there's a very good chance we screwed something up here, I can get rid of these. And this should not cause any issues. Moment of truth. Okay. Good. Demolish. Now, I guess this isn't that bad. The only issue with this is, first of all, let's check the ceilings, because, yeah, see, we did have an issue here. A couple of problems we're going to have with this kind of ceiling, and I wish there was a way, and if there is, let me know in the comments, guys, because I am really forgetting how to build in this game, honestly. Oh my god, I had the exact amount that I needed? No way. Oh my god, that's never happened. Here is the problem. If we go ahead and put down a large storage box, it's not going to fit. The large storage box is actually too big for one foundation high. It would have to be set on something with 2 foundations high. Or 2 walls high, sorry, not foundations. But hey, you know what? This is our little base for now. I really like it. Obviously, we have a little more work to do, more cosmetically, but you know what? I like it. I really do. But yeah, definitely cosmetically, we got to do a couple things here. So let's get started with the cosmetics. But overall, I mean, the base is done. I actually really like how it came out. Wasn't perfect, you know, we did have to make a couple of adjustments here and there, but such is life. It is what it is, no big deal. You guys are getting pretty close. You are not breeding at all. So you know what? You guys are going to come over here. I really like the colors on Equus level 202. So we might do something with that to try to breed these colors in, but we'll talk about that here in a bit. I don't know what I want to do with that yet. There is an easy way, but I don't want to cover it just yet. So we'll get to that when we get to that, basically. So anyways, the main focus, obviously, right now is just waiting for the perfect male and the perfect female. But while we're doing that, let's focus on the rest of the base here. So unfortunately, we're not going to be using the thatch roof, so I'm just going to chuck it. I'm also going to go ahead and just chuck the left and the right. I know it's wasted resources and stuff, guys, but at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal to me. We can get all these resources back if need be. I don't think we're going to need the railings, but we'll kind of take them with us too. What are we thinking here, though? So I'm definitely thinking these pillars stay. I don't think we need to put a middle one. I think that's just going to make it a little bit too busy. So I think we're going to go ahead and put a foundation. Oh, God, it's because of the ceiling, isn't it? Yeah, see? It's... Ah, damn it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do this. It also adds a nice little kind of part with the railing. I kind of like this. But really the reason why we're doing this is so these can snap in. Oh, God, they're not even going to snap in the right spot. No. How's that going to look? Pick up. Pick up. Come on. Where is it? Oh, that's right. We put it on the side here. Shoot. Okay, so we're going to do something a little bit different. Gonna have to make another one of those. It is what it is. No big deal. I want that across. There we go. Because now I think it's going to snap in the right spot. Or at least it should. No, it doesn't. There we go. That's the spot that I wanted in. There we go. Cool. Okay. Why is it sitting like that, though? That's kind of weird. Should sit a little bit higher. No, I didn't want to... Shoot. All right. Let's pick you up for a second. Let's kind of see if we can do this. Oh, the building an ARK, guys. All right. Let's try this again. Yeah, it's interesting that it's not letting me do... I feel like I gotta take out these railings for a second. That's fine. Okay. Let's take out this wooden fence foundation and see if that changes things. It might not, honestly. No, it doesn't. But then, see, I don't want it to sit... Ugh. Ah, shoot. What's going on here? Oh, why is it falling apart now? It can't fall apart now. Oh, that's right. I start at the top. I think. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, see, so that's all it's going to do. Oh, no. I mean, it's not bad. It's just not great. Yeah, see, it's like, it's not lining up exactly. I mean, the design's not bad. Just looks a little silly. All right, it is what it is. We're pushing forward with this. It's fine. Oh, God, that's right. Pick up. Acknowledge. Yeah, like I said, building an ARK can be pretty interesting, especially back here in ARK Survival Evolved. Yeah, it really honestly makes you think, like, oh my god, we have it so much easier building it in this than it did now. You know what, though? Going ahead and putting that ramp back might not be the worst thing in the world. It is going to take a little bit more resources. That's okay. It is what it is. Oh, tell me I'm going to have to go do another run. No. Here I thought everything was perfect and we had oh, okay, good. We have a couple of things. Good. Okay. So, let's put our slope back. I just realized, oh no. I can't put the pillars on the sides. It's going to connect to this, it's going to want to connect to the ceilings. No. Shoot. Is this going to be a pillarless base? All right. We're only going to make one. If it doesn't want to cooperate with me, then it is what it is. It's just gonna be a pillarless base. Yeah, you do this before you put the roof on, because now... Actually, you know what? Let's just go with this for a second. Let's just see how this... Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no. No, I don't like that at all. I would love it for it to snap down here. It's not going to, though. No. Give me that... fence foundation. Come on. Nope. I don't want to damage the window wall. Come on. All right. We'll do it on the inside. All right. Well, it is what it is. No design, no decor for the outside of the base. It is what it is. Normally, guys, if you haven't seen my ARK Survival Evolved builds before, usually I'll go ahead and put a lot of pillars down. It just gives a little bit of texture. I do like using different materials too, but yeah, unfortunately with this build, it's just not going to... Oh, no, it's going to be in the way here. Shoot. Shoot. It is what it is. Okay, well, maybe we'll keep this base the way that it is with all its imperfections and everything, because maybe what we'll do is, once we get towards the end of the series, you know what, I might as well just put the fence foundations all the way around, because I actually kind of like the design that it gives. Yeah, you know what, screw it. Let's do that. Okay. Did I already make the... I did. Good. Okay, so we can put that in. Cool. Okay. I can make 11. Let's start with 5. Yeah, I don't know how many extra I'm going to need. So, yeah, 5 is fine. So it won't connect here, interestingly. This is the only one it won't connect to. All the others it should connect to. But, yeah, maybe what we'll do is, like, at the end of the series... What we'll do is we'll kind of go around each of the maps and we'll look at kind of the progression of where our bases were and what they became. And yeah, so we are going to keep this with all its imperfections and everything like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and kind of line these up. I'm going to be honest with the fence foundations. I never know what's the right side for it to be on. So I'm just pressing Y with each one. We'll make 3 more. I think that's going to be enough to cover the rest of the sides. I could be wrong. Actually, I am wrong. There we go. 2 should be enough. Because now you should already... Oh, no. 1 more. 2 more. There we go. All right, and that should be it, though. All right, let's get you in. Wait. Come on. Work with me here. Come on. There we go. Ah, shoot. Oh, no, there's already one in here. So why are you not connecting? That's strange, isn't it? Why is this one not cooperating? All the other ones cooperate. Look. Huh. And this one's not either. Did this one cooperate? This one cooperated. Huh. Interesting. Maybe the snap points are wrong on these two. All right, it is what it is. Whatever. With all of our imperfections, guys, the base is done. Yeah, we're good. But I think it came out pretty good for a starter base. You know, let's go ahead and add a couple of things in there while we wait for the rest of these guys. Do we finally have a baby yet? Oh, no, you don't. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so who has all the resources? I think you... Oh, yeah, wait. I just saw a baby. Oh, my God. Yeah, no, you. Pretty sure that's a mutation. We'll double check and see what we ended up getting it in. I don't know. But, yeah, clearly a mutation. Okay, baby Equus, come on over here. But yeah, for the final touch with the base, guys, let's go ahead and put that smithy and refining forge in. I think I also want to try this. I know it's a really small body of water, but can I put the canoe in here? I bet I could, right? Oh my God, the canoe actually works in here. That's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and move you, because now that I know you work, where could we put you where I think it would be kind of cool? Maybe we put you kind of like angled like this. Guys, I'm thinking about thumbnails right now. There we go. Which, speaking of which, guys, oh my God. I know this is completely out of left field and this is more of a content creator kind of thing, but I totally forgot how easy it was to make thumbnails on ASA. Oh my God, it's freaking impossible to do thumbnails on this. Oh man, I really love photo mode. I wish I could have it in this game, but it is what it is. I'm playing on console, by the way, guys. If you're not familiar, I am playing on the Xbox Series X, so I don't have any form of kind of a photo mode or anything like that. So thumbnails are pretty interesting for this series, and you guys might have seen that some of the thumbnails aren't the normal quality thumbnails you see on the channel, but doing my best, guys. That's the best I could say. But anyways, let's go ahead and set you up here. Before that sets 30 seconds, let's make sure... Oh, I got that perfect. Nice. Okay, cool. I always want to make sure that the refining forge is not, like, completely on the outside or anything. Now, with this is going to be kind of interesting because I want to make sure... oh, God. Nope. Got myself messed up. Let's just get the ladder. Makes things so much easier to center out your character. Let's see. Can I make a ladder? Yes, I can. Perfect. Let's do that. And now let's line this up the way that we want it. Try to squeeze you right in here. I think that's looking pretty good, actually. Oh, yeah. That looks great. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay, cool. I know we have all this space to work with. I know this space is just so massive. I don't know what we're going to do with all this space, but I do like to designate little sections for each thing, right? And now that we have this, though, let's go ahead and get rid of that. We can go ahead and get ourselves the metal pick. Now, did we... I don't remember if we did this or not. Did we actually bring the metal over from the obelisk? We did not. Or at least I'm not seeing it here. Okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. We're okay. We can deal with that. We just have to go and get metal. No big deal. That's actually kind of easy here. So, let's take care of that. How are you guys doing over here? We do have some metal rocks like right up in our area, but I'm not going to bother touching those. Rather go for further ones out, which I believe... There should be a couple metal rocks here on the beach. Yep, there's one metal rock. That is more than enough of what we need. Perfect. Let's take care of this, and let's get this metal smelted. Okay, never mind. I was going to go ahead and get a little bit of... we'll skip it. By the way, guys, completely forgot about this. Tech creatures will also give you metal too, so let's go ahead and just take care of this guy. He's only a level 24. We'll also get a little bit of oil from this. We'll also get... What else do you get from these guys? I completely forget. What do you get from tech creatures? So, scrap metal, electronics, and oil. And what's really cool about scrap metal is, guys, if you're not aware of this, this will turn into metal, but instead of it being a 2-to-1 ratio, 2 metal rocks makes 1 metal bar, it is a 1-to-1 ratio, which is really, really good, especially when you can get yourself a bit of a tech farm going, and you can just gather these materials so freaking quickly. But yeah, really miss tech creatures. And I know we have them over on Extinction, but yeah, I would really like tech creatures on all maps. Anywho, let's get back. Let's go ahead and upgrade our pick, because I think the pick is the only thing left, really, that we want to upgrade here to metal. But besides that, then it's pretty much just breeding. So let's get this tool out of the way, and then let's see if we can get the perfect Equus here. So guys, it's been a long while, but we finally have our perfect Equus, which I'm really excited to show off to you guys. But I kind of want to show you where we began and ultimately where we ended up. I will say, having mods on ASA is absolutely a game changer here, because it really made me appreciate having breeding mods. The fact that you are able to just go ahead and take the best stats and just move them over to your kid right away. Oh my god, I really wish we had mods here on ASE on console. But nevertheless, guys, just to get started here, we're going to head over here and show you guys the original Equus. So we have the male 202, didn't have any of the good stats, but we did have the females here. This female had 546 in weight, and this female had 1680 in health, 2744 in stam, and 349 melee. Now, after breeding all these guys up, we ended up with this group over here. This one has 2744 in stam with 546 in weight, and these two males here ended up having 2744 in stam and 349 melee. Now, I let these guys grow up completely because I actually thought that they did have the health stat. They did not, which ended up becoming a bit of a problem here. So kind of breeding with all of these guys to make a perfect combination took a little longer, but we basically ended up with this group back here, which we ended up with a male with 1680 in health, 2744 in stam, and 349 melee. And we ended up with this female here with 2744 in stam, 546 in weight, and 349 melee. We did ultimately end up getting ourselves another female, which made the breeding a lot quicker and a lot easier, with 2744 in stam, 546 in weight, and 349 melee. And ultimately, we ended up with the perfect male here, which does have all of the stats. It does not have a mutation or anything like that, which is absolutely awesome. But if you guys noticed, he's at level 221 as opposed to 227, 227, 224. And I think the reason for that is because they all have the exact stats. I think it's the speed stat that's a little bit different here, which if you guys remember back in ASE, dinos would get levels into their speed stats, even though the speed stat wasn't necessarily affected. So that's how we ended up with a perfect male of 221. Now, the perfect female is currently raising over here. She should be just about done, actually. We are looking at 94.9 maturation, so she's pretty close, but as you guys can see, she's at 228. And like I said in the previous clip, guys, of course, in a perfect world, I would love to have a male and a female with the exact stats, but guys, This is taking so long. It's kind of at this point, I'm just like, screw it. Let's just get the perfect male, perfect female, and we're all good, because I did end up getting our Equus already ready to go. So our Equus is this guy over here, and I decided to name him Cortado, which if you guys aren't familiar, that's a type of coffee, which is, I believe, half milk and half coffee. I think it's espresso, if I'm not mistaken. And I thought the name kind of fit, because if you look at this guy, he's got half brown on him, which is like all the stripes, and he's got half white for the milk. So yeah, and as you guys may or may not know, I'm a big coffee fan, so I think this name ended up working out really well for us. Now, obviously, we had a lot of free time on our hands. So, of course, with a lot of that free time and with killing all the babies and all that kind of stuff, because I did not end up actually killing them and gaining XP, but I did end up harvesting them for prime meat and for regular meat and all that, we did end up making narcotics. And we did end up making a lot of narcotics, honestly. We have a total of 216 narcotics ready to go here, which ultimately, for our character, we have a total of 3 levels to work with, which is kind of crazy, gonna be honest, the fact that we are at 0.25 XP too, mind you guys. So yeah, kind of crazy that we did end up getting 3 levels, but we're gonna go ahead and put those into, I'm gonna say movement speed for all 3. That puts us up to level 28, which gives us access to, let's have a quick look here just to kind of get an idea. Desert cloth. Interesting. Okay, so that's definitely something we could look into, but I don't think we're going to do that. The one thing that I definitely want to get myself, actually, the water jar is huge. We got 48 points, 18. I think that's good enough. And then we're also going to unlock the Equus saddle. Yes, Equus saddle 100% we're getting our hands on, because the Equus saddle is absolutely great for this guy. It's basically going to be a mobile mortar and pestle, if you guys aren't familiar. So let's go ahead and make that saddle. And of course, in between kind of waiting around for these Equises to grow up and everything, I actually have all the resources for us to be able to make it straight away. So let's go ahead and do that. One more thing I want to do, guys, is I actually want to move you over here too, so I can repair you while we're at it. There we go. Equus saddle, fully repaired. Absolutely awesome. Let's see if we actually have enough resources in order to make the water jar, because while we're over here, we might as well go ahead and take care of this if we can. Now, do we have any cementing paste? I don't actually think so. I am looking to keep most of this stuff over here, if I'm going to be honest. Again, it's nothing too crazy. A little bit of wood, a little bit of thatch, a little bit of stone, a couple of other resources. I'm actually going to take, we'll leave the hide. It's only 12 hide, no big deal. But I am going to take the metal with us, and I'm also going to take the pelt with us, because pelt is pretty hard to come by here on the island. And the fact that we do actually have a decent amount of pelt on us, we can actually go ahead and start making some fur armor here in the future. So definitely excited for that. But let's get Cortado the saddle. Let's also go ahead and get that. But yeah, guys, this is pretty much everything we're going to be taking back to the island with us. So we're going to be obviously taking the skins and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if this skin will now just show up on our character when we respawn back on the island. So that's kind of why I'm going to throw it in there. But we also have, of course, we have the canoe. We also have ourselves 172 charcoal. We also have electronics. We also have some keratin, which, funny enough, we can actually make cementing paste with that. So let's go ahead and do that. Why not? Where is cementing paste? We already have it unlocked. Perfect. Okay, you know what? Backtrack. We're going to go ahead and make the water jar right now. We might need to get some crystal, which is fine. But if I can get this, and if I can get this, and by the way, guys, if you are curious where we got all that spoiled meat from, I did end up going ahead and not killing, but harvesting the basilos that are down by the beach and everything. I wanted to get a decent amount of hide in order to make the saddle, and yeah, might as well also get a decent amount of spoiled meat with that too. But there we go. I think we'll take the keratin back with us on top of that. And then the last thing we're going to need is, of course, crystal in order to make the spyglass. What else do we need, by the way? Crystal and hide. Okay. I guess we are taking the hide back with us. Come on. There we go. Perfect. All right, so what time of day is it right now? Okay, so it is actually getting late tonight. Okay, sounds good. So let's take Cortado out for a quick spin here. And what's great about having Cortado is a couple of things, of course. The fact that it has a saddle now, we can actually equip a torch onto it, which is really, really beneficial. We don't have to necessarily have our character holding the torch anymore, which is great. Another thing, of course, is, well, we ended up getting... I actually never showed off Cortado's stats. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have 2016 in health, 2744 stam, 655 in weight, and 417 melee, because that is a 100% imprint. Now, you guys will also notice, too, you get a nice little boost in movement speed. Normally, an Equus's movement speed is 120. Because we have a full imprint, it goes up to 140, which is definitely huge, especially if you're trying to run away from certain things. So, yeah, definitely good to get that movement speed up. Definitely good to get that imprint up. And I'll be honest, guys, the imprint wasn't too crazy. It asked for, the first time it asked for a walk. The second time it asked for, we do have another Equus there. I might as well take a look. Is that a unicorn? No, it's not. Okay. 85. First time it asked for a walk. Second time it asked for cooked meat, funny enough. And then third time it asked for a cuddle. So easy peasy lemon squeezy, 33% each one. Put us at 99.9, and it already just pushes it up to 100. So we are good to go. We are going to go ahead and get some crystal over here. Doesn't look like those aloes are here anymore. I thought that we had aloes here. Okay, well, whatever. That's fine. All right, makes our life a little bit easier. All right, let's get in here and just get this out of the way. And yeah, because we have metal tools, look at this. We're able to just get it right away. Let's get the friggin' jar. That is absolutely huge. Oh my god, that's great. All right, let's drop that down to the second to last slot. That's just my preference. And if you guys could see, yeah, our last slot, unfortunately, we have lost all of our rock carrot, which isn't the end of the world because, of course, Cortado's going to be coming back to the island with us. And we can go ahead and get those seeds and everything over there, which is really nice. So I think at this point, guys, we are going to head over to the obelisk. Now, we have a couple of ways of doing this, of course. We can use Cortado to get over there because, of course, Cortado has the movement speed increase and all that kind of stuff. And we could play it safe. We can get on the raft and go all the way back to Blue Ob. Or we can be a little bit riskier doing this at night, too, on top of that, and go to Red Ob. And I think that's what we're going to do here. Oh, there's another unicorn. There's another Equus. What level are you? 20. Okay, cool. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to go ahead. We're going to head over to Red Ob, which is going to be a little risky, but we are going to do a little bit of a different kind of route here. I definitely want to get another torch before we head out, too, because this torch is actually pretty much on the verge of breaking, so might as well go ahead and have that all ready to go for us. Okay, no, it was a tree. Okay, for some reason I thought that was a carch, which would have been really bad. We do have to watch out for the aloes over here, so let's just keep that in mind. Let's kind of take this turn a little more this way. Now, Cortado does have a couple levels on him. I don't want to go ahead and put any levels yet because I'm going to be honest, I don't know what I want to put the levels in. So we're not going to do that as of yet. I think Cortado has 2 or 3 levels? 3 levels. Okay. And that's fine. We'll wait till we get back to the island and work with that specifically. But now that the Perfect Female and now that Miracle are good to go here, let's kind of get them lined up. Let's get the rest of the gang here lined up. And all these guys are just going to stay over here. We're going to stay over at Ragnarok Ranch. We'll kind of line them up. And we'll leave them be. Now, I know we don't have a bed or anything like that. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. We'll be totally okay, honestly. I'm not really too concerned about that because we can always just spawn in the highlands and kind of work our way up here. So I think we'll be okay. But we got Miracle lined up. We got everybody lined up. We are all good to go. There's no breeding going on, right? Why did I feel like I just heard a breeding sound? I don't know. Maybe we're going to come back here to a bunch of kids. Anyways. All right, what else do I need? I want to get this. Actually, I'm going to take 2 of you. 2 of you. And I think it's 2, right? There we go, perfect. We'll make 2 torches for the trip over. But yeah, I think this is it, guys. I think we're actually going to be leaving Ragnarok at this point, which is kind of crazy, you know? We've been here for Might not seem like a lot to you guys, but heck, we're on day 15 on Ragnarok. Like, I've been here for a really long time breeding, so yeah, it's been kind of crazy here. But anyways, let's go ahead and pop this in here. It looks like this one's about to just expire, so let's just switch it out. No big deal. Let's make sure we got everything. We'll take all this little stuff with us back over too. Why not? We can always, once we get to the obelisk, go ahead and change a couple of things here and there. Let's go ahead and equip our character. Hopefully we're... Yes, okay, we are not completely frozen at this point. Awesome. Okay, well, let's make the trip over to Red Ob, which is going to be really interesting because it can get a little hairy, but we're going to do something a little bit different here because the thing is, with a perfectly imprinted Equus, and because we get that speed boost, we're actually able to outrun most aquatic creatures, which is kind of crazy. I'm actually really hoping there's a meg or two in the water because you guys will see, and it might be a little bit tough to see here at night, but we'll see if we can get a nice angle and everything for you guys to notice it. But Equises in the water with full imprint are actually quicker than a megalodon swimming. Take that into effect for a second. Like, it's just really weird, to be honest. I don't see that ever being a legitimate thing, but, you know, whatever. It is what it is. We'll use it to our advantage. No big deal. But yeah, I mean, this part of the trip's pretty quick and easy here. Make sure we got those torches out. Yeah, that's the only thing with the Equus. Once you jump into the water, though, that torch does go out. Oh, actually, both torches went out. Huh, interesting. Okay, there we go. But yeah, Red Ob is right there. My suggestion would be go ahead and stay on the water for this one, because along the redwoods, there are a ton of Microraptors, there's a ton of terror birds, there's just a lot of stuff that can end up being really, really bad for you, and yeah, you don't want to end up losing your perfect imprinted Equus that you took days and days to finally get. Yeah, you just want to go ahead and just make sure you want to hold on to that. So here is the beginning of the trip, and hopefully it's not going to be too dark. Hopefully we can stay a little bit above water. There we go. Okay, so at least one of them stays here. You might start hearing the megalodons, but yeah, they won't actually be able to hit us, which is kind of crazy. I guess unless it's coming towards us, then it might get a bite on us or two. But yeah, this is going to be our way off of Ragnarok. Which is really silly, but at the same time, hey, you know, take whatever advantage you can. Now, of course, the next step is going to be once we actually get over to the obelisk. Yeah, that's going to be a little tricky because there can be Carnos, terror birds, everything I mentioned before, basically ready to go over there. So we got to be careful with that. Microraptors, too. Got to be careful with that, but I think we'll be okay. But we'll see what happens. Now, I think there's a path from the actual water where you can kind of hop onto the island, which is nice, too. So if there are any threats, we can kind of get a couple of second leeway before they do actually attack. But yeah, so far it's actually pretty peaceful. Hopefully we didn't forget anything over at Ragnarok Ranch, but it's fine. It's fine. Worst case, we come back over here in a few episodes to pick up whatever we forgot, but I think we're okay, honestly. I did get one comment, actually, of course, because these episodes are being recorded a little bit ahead of what you guys are seeing, about over on Genesis 2, I should have used HLNA's points in order to unlock cryopods. That would have been absolutely huge for us, honestly. And speaking of the cryopods and everything like that, because I did mention kind of before bringing you guys back to show off the perfect Equus, I did kind of mention about colors and everything like that, and kind of was like, am I going to tell you guys, am I not going to tell you guys? I don't know. There is one way that you can go ahead and get your colors on your Equus and all that kind of stuff, or any dino for that matter, and that, of course, is you could technically use cheats if you want to. I'm not going to do that, obviously. Cortado, I think, looks really good, so I am going to keep it this way, even though I really do like the red that we got from the original Equus. But the one thing with Cortado, and if I did want to go ahead, I don't know why we're kind of bobbing out of the water like this. Maybe it is Megalodons, like, right by us. But we didn't get hit, so there we go. I don't know. Yeah, I actually don't know what it is. Basically, you can use cheats in order to go ahead and make sure that this particular region has this color and this particular region has that color. And kind of what I've always done in series is I'm not going to sit here for 5 days breeding and basically trying to get the colors. If one of my creatures has the color and in the color region that I want, I can go ahead and just give it to myself, basically. And that's kind of the gist. You guys will see it a little bit later in the series. I didn't want to necessarily do it right now because, of course, that means I would have to kind of gift myself cryopods in order to kind of figure out what color regions each dino has, because if you guys don't know, you can go ahead and check out the color regions with a cryopod. But I didn't want to do that this early in the series. We will kind of talk about that and discuss it a little bit later, maybe when we have, like, perfect dino, whatever that's going to be. But nevertheless, guys, we're here at the obelisk. Yeah. Okay, cool. So now, nothing's really around here, which is absolutely great. But now here comes the scary part. We got to bring everything into the obelisk while also having threats all around us. So let's make sure you're on passive. Let's make sure we give you a lot of the heavy stuff. We got 29 spaces already, which means we may actually have to change a few things up here. We may need to get rid of a couple things. Like, the skins may have to go, and if we do end up losing the Nedry skin, it is what it is. Yeah, because we're already about to be at 50. We're at 50. Okay, so let's do a little bit of moving around here. So first of all, you can go and you can go. I'm going to get rid of the normal armor. I don't think we necessarily need that. I don't think we need the keratin. We don't need the narcoberries. The 9 narcoberries is fine. We're going to get rid of you guys. We're going to get rid of you guys. I want to definitely get these guys in. And I definitely want to get the Equus in, too. So, ARK data. 43 spaces. Boom, boom, boom. Now, remember, we got to put all this stuff on us, too. So, yeah, we got to do a lot of moving around here. Okay, raw meat's got to go. I am going to get rid of the Y seeds. It is what it is. Let's take you out. Let's also take you guys out because that's actually taking up spaces. There we go. Okay, that was actually pretty huge. You guys, same thing. All right, is there anything else that's also taking up space that shouldn't be? Those are the originals. I definitely want to keep those. All right, let's kind of start moving our stuff over in the meantime. And we'll kind of see where we're sitting here. So, I am very surprised we're actually not getting attacked right now. I'm actually really surprised about that. Okay, we're getting pretty close. That's 48. Okay. Oh, we have our armor. Yeah. Okay, so you guys definitely have to come back. So do you. We can always make cloth armor back at home. What else can we get rid of here? You know what? I have 16 narcotics. Oh, no. You know what? That's going to take up 2 spaces regardless. Shoot. Okay. I was going to say make just trank arrows with that, but yeah, we're at 49. We're at 50 right now. Okay. So we need to get rid of one item. What's the item going to be? I'm going to be honest. It might be the shield. The hide we could get rid of. The keratin we probably could get rid of too. Along with the chitin. Oh, decisions. Okay, you know what? We're going to get rid of the keratin. I mean the chitin, because we already have keratin. Okay, and that'll give us that. Unfortunately, we may just have to say goodbye to our original armor. We can always make more original armor in the future, and I think that's what we're going to do. So, drop. Okay. Oh, we got to put the saddle. Oh, that's an extra thing. Oh, no. Because, yeah, you can't actually move Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I have to put that in the obelisk. Okay. We also got to watch our health. Our health, we are at 70% health right now. All right, we got one more item to get rid of. I'm going to save the keratin. Screw it. There we go. Put that in. 50 out of 50. Awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to do a quick little thing here, like I talked about, I think, earlier in this episode at some point. We are going to drop a save world. And we are also going to log out of the game. I want to make sure that we are all good to go here. I want to make sure that nothing bad happens. So we're going to do a save world. If you guys saw at the bottom right, basically the saving option comes up. We are all good to go there. Going to give it a couple seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go ahead and log out. I'll be right back in. We'll put Cortado up and then head back over to the island. All right, we're back. Cool. And we're freezing. Totally fine. Okay, so let's get Cortado up. We're going to go to creatures, creature list, upload creature. Hopefully this works. Cortado's gone. Perfect. All right, guys. We are going to be heading to the island, and of course, we will show that off in the next episode, guys. But that's going to wrap this one up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you all in the next one. All right, here we go. Let's get the heck out of here before we end up freezing ourselves. Nothing on our character, nothing in the hotbar. We are at 50 out of 50. Absolutely awesome. See you guys later.